Zdravím milovníky a milovnice adventur. Tady Hlavster, vítám vás u prvního dílu mojí let's play série ze hry Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars, neboli v češtině Stín templářů. Jelikož mám adventury rád, tak jsem se rozhodl, že si zahraju i tuhle. Vyšel úplně první díl, Reforged. Takže bude mít určitě, tam bude nějaký remaster a vylepšení oproti původní hře. Kterou jsem se zahrál taky, ale nebyla zřejmě tak v lepším grafickém stavu. A konec konců ta hra je docela už stará. Tak jasný, že u té adventury pojedeme tu hlavní linku, jak to půjde. To bude vlastně jenom jedna, nejspíš. Já už jsem si trošku zahrál, ale pro vás si to zahraju celý úplně znova. A uvidíme, jak se bude líbit nebo ne. Možná další video bude zase proložený z trošku jiný hry, zkusím trošku nový přístup. Tak mi dejte pak, když tak do komentářů vědět, jak se vám to bude líbit. Nebo jestli se vám to bude líbit a mám zkusit něco jiného. No a než začneme novou hru, tak budu rád, když mi hodíte na video like, budete video sdílet a pokud se vám bude líbit, chtěli byste mě podpořit a sledovat další videa, neváhejte dát odběr a zvoneček. A teď jdem na novou hru. Ano, chci spustit a všechno přepíšem. Jo, takže vybereme si charakter, oblíbený herní styl. Jo, interaktivní buď příběh nebo klasika, takže interaktivní příběh v pohodovém tempu, nepodstatné aktivity budou po vykonání odstraněny, jasně. Během hraní budou nenásilně provázet automatická nápověda. A nebo klasika čeká stejný zážitek jako v původní hře, všechny aktivity lze provádět opakovaně. A nápověda je k dispozici pouze na vyžádání. Jo, volba jde měnit kdekoliv, takže... Prostě dáme zatím klasiku, ještě tak to změníme. No, nebo ne. A jenom klasiku, uvidíme. Jo, způsob ovládání, já to chci ovládat myší. Jo, malá interakce, takže kliknutím levého tlačítka chodíme po okolí, jasně, takže levým se chodí. Jo, interaktivní objekty jsou ty, co svítěj. Jo, zvolí se tam ikona ruky a to oko. Jo, levý interakce s objektem a pravý průzkum, to je to oko. Jo, když to je s herní nabídkou, tady vlevo dole. Jo, a co tu můžeme vybrat? Nastavení, herní nápovědu a výuku. Dobře, tak to bude asi všechno, tak snad to nějak zvládnu.
Paris in the fall, the last months of the year and the end of the millennium. The city holds many memories for me, of cafes, of music, of love, and of death.
Také Broken Sword, Stín templářů, Reforged. Máme tady pěkný obrázek hnusného chrliče. Jo, ta grafika je ale pěkná, hezky přepracovaná. Ten klaun byl nějaký divný. No a rozhodně ne obyčejný. Uh-oh. Sakra, tak to musela být šlupka.
As I picked myself up, all I could hear was the ceaseless drone of traffic. Life went on around me. But the explosion was to change my life forever.
No to tady jo, to jsem rozhodně změnil život, když zažil výbuch v kavárně. Tak jo, podíváme se, co je tady zajímavého. Sluneční.
The umbrella had protected me from the bomb blast, but it was of no use to me now. I contemplated crawling under the umbrella and pretending none of this had ever happened.
Noviny.
Wrapped around the lamppost was a newspaper.
Tak si je vezmeme, podívám se, co tam je.
The leading article referred to the visit of a Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state. That was the only news story. The rest was rumor, gossip, and sensationalism. Then I noticed the writing at the foot of the page. It read Salah ad-Din, 1345.
Tak jo, máme noviny.
The table had been overturned by the explosion. I considered straightening the table, but I figured it best not to disturb the evidence.
Jasně, nebudeme s tím radši manipulovat. Tady to bude asi to samý.
The table had been overturned by the explosion. I considered
Jo. Dobrý, takže co je tady dál? Můžeme jít buď do té kavárny. Musím se podívat, kam šel ten klaun. Ten běhnul tamhle do toho průjezdu, určitě. Děláme se tam.
The drain pipe looked as if it would bear my weight.
Kam by si chtěl jíst?
I took a deep breath and prepared to climb the drain pipe. I guess the clown had an escape over the rooftops. The window was protected by stout-looking iron bars.
Tak tu taky neodešel.
It was a battered old trash can. It was a stack of cardboard boxes which had once contained bottles of wine.
Tak to ve Francii není asi moc překvapivý, že jo?
I examined the boxes closely. They were damp and smelly and decidedly empty. It was a battered old trash can. It smelled like someone had dumped a truckload of fish in a locker room on a hot summer afternoon. It was a battered old
Tak co pak je v téhle?
I'd had it with sticking my nose into French trash cans.
Jo, to se tě nedivím.
It was a plastic crate. There was nothing of interest.
Kanalizační poklop. Vida.
It was an iron cover concealing the entrance to a drain or sewer.
A to asi nezvednem.
I tried to lift the cover with my fingers, but couldn't gain any leverage.
No nic, tak tudy to asi nikam dál nepůjde. Počkat? Ne. Tak se vrátíme. Můžeme se podívat do té kavárny, jestli tam někdo přežil. A ten chlap, co stál přímo v epicentru toho výbuchu, to asi zřejmě nepřežil. Nepřežil.
It was the body of the old man. It was hard to believe I'd seen him alive only minutes before. I tried not to meet his stare as I searched the dead man's pockets. No wallet, no papers, no credit cards. The guy's past was a blank page.
To je docela smutný, zůstalo úplně prakticky nic, není ani do toho.
I checked his pockets. Nothing.
Co pak je tohle?
A mysteriously undamaged bottle of spirit stood on the bar.
To se docela divím, teda jako.
I needed a stiff drink, but I hated the taste of brandy.
Servírka.
The pretty young waitress was unconscious.
Musíme jí probrat, jestli je vzhůru.
Oh my head. Never again. How much vodka did I drink? Oh no, don't tell me. What is your name, Sherry?
George Stobbardem, ma'am.
Oh, American.
She asked the question quite innocently, but I could sense her reserve. It was something which seemed to afflict all Europeans. You look like you could use a little help.
I could use a little drink. I feel sick, dizzy, and bruised. I don't even remember the party.
Just relax and take it easy. You've been knocked out.
You don't say. What happened?
There's been an explosion. You should try not to move.
Are you a doctor?
Ne.
No, but I used to play hospitals when I was a kid. Can you remember anything at all?
No. I need a drink. Pour me a brandy.
Ne.
You could be in shock. No alcohol.
What about your man? Is he dead?
Jo, ten je.
Yes, he is.
Ah, mon Dieu.
A sakra. Tak to on dlá znova. To nebyl asi úplně dobrý nápad. Musím ještě oživit.
She didn't respond. If I wanted another cappuccino, I'd have to serve myself. The pretty young waitress was unconscious.
Jo, brandy
I
se
needed
vlastně
a
nedá,
stiff
to
drink.
nesnáší. Tak Georgi, zkusíme se podívat ještě někde tady. To fakt něco nemá. Některý akce jdou provádět opakovaně.
I checked his
Tak
pockets.
nic.
Nothing.
Do háje. Tu servírku asi jen tak neproberem.
Hey, wake up. Hey, wake up.
Do háje. Asi
I
jsme jí
needed
měli
a
nalít
stiff
toho
drink.
frťana. Si nic nedostanem. Sakra. Dívám se tady, je nějaký chlápek, úplně tam kanál nebo co? A, co to?
Please, hold it right there.
Whoa, don't shoot. I'm innocent. I'm an American.
Can't make up your mind, eh?
I demand to see the American consul.
Drop your weapons and get down on the ground.
Put that thing away, Sergeant. Move. I apologize, monsieur, but I cannot permit you to leave.
Am I under arrest?
Ah, no, I would simply like to ask you some questions. En avant, to the café, marche.
No jo, tak nás asi zastavil nějaký policejní komisař nebo inspektor a strážník.
What a mess. This bombing is an outrage, is it not?
Stop that, monsieur.
Jo, on
Stop
se
holding
snaží
your
probrat
breath
toho
at
mrtvýho?
once.
To je debil.
Has it occurred to you that he may be dead? Move.
Oui, monsieur. But I prefer to look on the bright side. Besides, I recall a case where the killer escaped by feigning death.
Jo, to se asi možná
However,
stalo, ale v
in
tomhle
this
případě
case,
ne.
the man is quite dead. Clearly, the killer knew of his presence and...
How many times have I warned you about premature extrapolation? All we know is that he is dead.
It seemed reasonable to assume.
A great detective assumes nothing. Take Maigret, for instance.
But he was a fictitious character, monsieur. Why, he was no more real than Poirot or Tintin.
That's different, Moo. They were comedy Belgians. Anyway, it is unlikely that even you will learn much from talking to the dead. Examine the girl and take her statement, if you can.
No jo, tak ten zkusí prvé tu servírku. Vidíme, jestli bude úspěšnější.
Et maintenant, to business.
Tak jo, back to business. Takže,
Your name, please?
George Stobbard. I'm from California.
And what brings you to Paris, Monsieur Stobbard?
Travel. I'm touring Europe.
You chose well. The city is most beautiful at this time of year, no?
Yeah, I guess so, apart from the bomb blasts.
Were you in the vicinity of the cafe at the time of the explosion?
Yeah, I was sitting out on the sidewalk. I was lucky I wasn't killed. The inspector passed over my remark with no reaction.
Did you see the deceased enter the cafe?
tak co bude mu lhát, nebo ne? Zatím asi ne.
Yes, I did.
Was he alone?
Yeah.
And did he say anything to you?
No. He was more interested in the waitress.
Did you see anyone else in the cafe?
Jo, viděli jsme toho klauna.
Yeah, there was a guy dressed as a clown. He was carrying an accordion.
An accordion? Bon, the picture is forming in my mind, and it is not a pretty one.
Tak co napadne? A to asi
Is the
neřekne.
girl all right, Moo?
She'll live. She confirms the American statement. A clown with an accordion, no doubt an elaborate and eccentric disguise.
Very well. Eh bien, I have heard enough.
What do you mean?
I am satisfied that you know nothing. You may leave. I hope this little incident does not spoil the rest of your vacation.
What about my personal safety? Can't you at least give me some advice?
What can I say? Stay alert and look out for suspicious characters.
No to je teda
And
něco.
don't cross the road until the little man shows green.
Great advice.
I honestly believe you are in no danger, monsieur. Should you remember anything of importance, please contact me. My card.
Thanks.
That is all. You may go.
There's not much to go on, monsieur.
On the surface, no. But what lurks inside the subconscious? If the door can only be opened.
Are you serious, monsieur? I thought your interest in psychic detection was purely academic.
Academic? You are about to witness a scientific breakthrough.
Mě zajímalo, co chce dělat. Tu servíku zhypnotizovat? Nebo si udělat věštění? A návštěvník toho detektiva, tady je někdo nový. Jaká fotografka.
The girl presented a confident but sullen mask to the world, an expression more suited to the face of a delinquent youth. Excuse me, mademoiselle? Hi, my name's George Stobbard.
Oh, an American by the sound of it.
Yeah, that's right, on holiday in Paris. Some holiday, huh?
You were here when the bomb went off?
Sure was. Sat right out front of the cafe.
Did you notice a middle-aged man, maybe 60, with an hat and overcoat?
I couldn't believe it. She hadn't even asked how I was feeling. Yeah, he went inside just before the bomb exploded. You weren't related to him, were you?
Oh no, nothing like that. I am Nicole Collard
teda na
from
něj
La
ptá.
Liberté.
What's that, some kind of nightclub?
No, it is a newspaper.
You're a reporter?
I'm a freelance photojournalist.
Say, you can interview me about the bombing. You know, an eyewitness account. Minutes after the outrage that shook the whole of Paris. You know, real-life drama, human interest, that kind of stuff.
I'll just stick to the facts, thank you. Did you see who planted the bomb?
I know it sounds crazy, but he was dressed like a clown.
Oh God, it's him again.
Zase on? Jak to zase? Že už by se někde řádil?
Have you met the clown before?
It's a long story.
I have plenty of time.
I don't.
A ono vlastně téhle hře záleží na edici a předchází tam ještě jeden příběh, který začíná ještě před tou bombou v kavárně. Kde si myslím hraje i za přímo tu Nicole, jak se jmenuje.
Who's the guy you were supposed to meet?
His name was Planter. I didn't know him, but he called me last night. He said he had a story which would interest me. He asked me to meet him at the cafe. I guess I'll never know what he wanted to tell me.
Not unless you have Rosso's gift for psychic interrogation. Why won't you tell me about this clown?
Why do you want to get involved?
Because he almost killed me. Isn't that reason enough?
I guess so. Listen, I'll give you my phone number. You help me with my story and I'll let you in on what I know. And let's get one thing straight right now. This is strictly business.
Okay, it's a deal.
I have to go develop these pictures. À bientôt, monsieur.
Fine, I'll see you soon.
Takže máme navštívenku od té reportérky. Co teda teď? Chtějí spovídat toho seržanta, ten už nás tam asi nepustí.
I examined the jagged glass remaining in the window. It was broken, all right.
Tak jasně, že bylo, když tam bouchla bomba.
The blast...
Jo, dobrý.
The sergeant was a scrawny man in his 50s who resembled a constipated chicken. Excuse me, Sergeant.
You are the inspector. Go on, monsieur.
Tak si poslechnem, co ví.
Did you find the victim's briefcase yet?
No, sir. The inspector gave me specific instructions to guard this door. Until he countermands these orders or backup arrives, here I stay.
No, tak tam bude asi nejhloupější ze všech policajtů ve Francii.
I really did see the clown. He ran into the alley across the street.
Did you follow him?
I lost him. I figure he went underground.
Do you know how many kilometers of sewers there are beneath this great city?
It's not a question I've lost sleep over.
I have no doubt that Inspector Rousseau will organize a proper search.
Ten inspektor je nějaký divný. A on taky.
How did you and Rosso arrive at the scene of the explosion so quickly? You arrived within minutes. Was it a tip-off?
Inspector Rousseau's sources are a perpetual mystery to me, monsieur. There are some who say he has made a pact with the devil.
And what do you think?
I think he is the devil.
Tak to je dobrý.
What is Rosso doing with that girl?
He is giving her the once-over, as you Americans say.
Huh?
Once he gets his teeth into a case, nothing will shake him off.
Was he serious about all that psycho-detective stuff?
Of course. Inspector Rousseau is a pioneer and a visionary. His revolutionary methods, once perfected, may change the face of law enforcement forever.
I can't see it taking off in L.A.
To teda asi jo, no. Otázkou je, jaký to vztahovali době.
I was one of the last people to see the victim alive, Sergeant.
Does that worry you?
Yes, it does. I feel I owe it to him to find his killer.
That is best left to the authorities, monsieur. Did he speak to you? Tell you anything?
No, he just grinned and nodded.
Don't let it trouble you, monsieur. Go home and try to forget.
No to nebude asi tak jednoduchý. Jako potom, co skoro před ním umřel člověk a bouchla celá kavárna. To se asi jen tak nespamatuje.
I know the identity of the dead guy. His name was Plantow.
Is that so? You knew him, did you?
No, but
We'll know everything there is to know about him soon enough.
I'm trying to be helpful here.
The best way you can help us is to go home, monsieur.
No jo, tak ten nám nepomůže a dál nás už nepustí.
I found this in the street, Sergeant.
That, monsieur, is a newspaper, no?
Ne,
There's a
asi
note
hajzl
written
papír,
on it.
chytráku.
Salah Eddin, 1345.
Ah, so the meeting with the clown was planned.
How do you make that out?
The time of the explosion was between 1:30 and 2 o'clock, n'est-ce pas?
I guess so. But what about the name?
Aha!
That stumped you, hasn't it?
I have never been stumped, as you put it, in my life, monsieur. It is the name assumed by the clown, no?
Salah Eddin the clown? I don't think so. Look, Sergeant, the inspector gave me his card.
Yes, monsieur. He wants you to advise him if you have any information concerning this case.
Well, I'd be glad to talk with him, but I don't want him working his psycho weirdness on me.
Ah, no, monsieur. You're confusing the science of parapsychology with witchcraft.
Oh, yeah? What's the difference?
We don't do sacrifices.
Jo, vážně. A nic, tak s ním už se má co dál mluvit.
See you later, Sergeant.
Že jsme nemluvili s tím dělňasem. Hele, má tady bednu s nářadím. Aby tam měl něco, čím jsme mohli otevřít ten kanál.
Hey, stop that! Get away from there!
Jo.
What do you think you're doing?
I was admiring your toolbox.
Are we? Had a good look, have you? I'm warning you, if you touch it, I'll crack your nut.
Okay, I get your
Pačem to asi
point.
myslí vážně.
It was a huge and weighty-looking engineer's telephone.
Telefon.
It was a battered metal toolbox. Set into the huge gate was a smaller access door.
Ty dveře budou něčím důležitý.
The muscular workman wore a morose expression, like a silent warning to leave him to get on with his job.
To ano. To by tím krupáče určitě vzal hned. Jáme se, kam vede tahle ulice. Po kam se dá jít. Jo, takže jsme tady na Café de la Chandelverte. Aha, a tady je poste de police, je policejní stanice. Jo. Tohle jo, to je ten kostel Sacré-Cœur. Já jsem nikdy v Paříži nebyl, ale znám to hodně z filmu. Já mám takovou jistou představu. Tak jo, vrátíme se zpátky.
It was a tent made out of plastic sheeting.
Co chceš se tam stanu zkoumat, Georgi?
There was nothing inside the tent except a large toolbox.
Tak si s ním promluvíme.
Hey, you!
I thought you'd been arrested.
No, it was a misunderstanding.
When he pulled that gun, I thought that was it. Those automatics pack quite a punch, you know?
He made a mistake. He thought I was a terrorist.
You? A terrorist? Ha!
He was only doing his duty, I guess.
Tak jo. Takže...
What's in the toolbox?
What's in the toolbox? As if you didn't know. What's the big deal about tools, anyhow?
They're cool. Tools are civilization.
You don't say.
That's right. Tools are what distinguish us from other animals.
Who are you calling an animal? I've met your sort before. Looking down your nose at me because I'm working class, eh? I've a good mind to knock your block off.
Tak zkusíme dál.
Did you see an old guy with a briefcase?
Wait, silly old coot. Do you know what he said to me? Work fascinates me, he says. I could watch it all day. Care did. I could have knocked his block off.
S tím urážením kabule to asi zkouší na každý. Jo.
Did you see a clown come by this way?
A clown? Like in a circus?
Yeah, with makeup and a big red nose.
Huh! Those guys are funny, aren't they?
Not in my experience.
I love the circus, especially the horses.
You haven't answered my question. Have you seen a clown?
You think I've got time to watch everyone who passes by? Some of us have to work for a living.
Take a look at this.
You told me you weren't a cop.
Don't shout about it. I'm working undercover.
Who are you looking for?
That's confidential.
Potom klaunovi ty chytrej.
Look, I know you're busy, but surely you'd have noticed a clown.
I told you already. I didn't see a thing.
He was wearing multicolored baggy trousers and makeup.
He'd be a poor sort of clown if he didn't.
Sakra. Ještě jednou zkusíme tohohle.
Did you recognize the old man?
No. Should I have done? Was he a celebrity?
No, but I guess he is now. His name was Plantar.
What? He's dead then?
Yeah.
That's too bad. Now I wish I hadn't called him what I did. If only I could turn back the clock. If only I'd been more tolerant.
Regret and remorse are strange emotions. They really bring out the hammiest actors in people. What kind of tools do you keep in your box?
Huh? You really are interested in tools?
Sure, like I said, tools are...
Yeah, civilization. So you keep saying.
So, are you gonna show them to me?
Am I? Why, you?
Aw, come on. Just a little peek.
I got work to do. Find someone else to bother.
No, tak tím pádem je tohleto asi vyčerpané, zkusíme ty nové, co tam je.
Would you like to read my newspaper?
I haven't got time to read that. Can't you see I'm busy?
You could read it on your lunch break.
10 minutes is all I get. And if my boss had his way, I wouldn't get that. He'd have me on a drip, so I didn't have to stop to eat.
Oh, take the newspaper and quit complaining.
Ah, look at this. Damn bleeding heart liberals. Yeah, save the dolphins. Catch them and eat them, I say. All that fuss over a bunch of fish. Nah, that's more like it. Look at the size of those. Like champagne bottle corks, no? Ah, what's this? Saladin running in the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe.
It's a racehorse?
A horse? A legend. Bucephalus reborn, mon ami. Like a streak of lightning she is.
Aha, takže to jméno bylo jméno koně. Na dostihách.
Do me a favor, won't you? Keep an eye on my hole. I'm off to put some money on that knife.
What about your toolbox?
Stop it. Help yourself.
Najednou to jde. Tak jo, tak dělník odešel. Sadit si na koníčky. A budeme projít tu bednu s nářadím. Určitě tam bude něco, čím otevřem ten kanál.
I'd found just what I wanted. A tool for lifting manhole covers.
Výborně, tam ještě něco?
The toolbox didn't contain anything else I needed.
Už jsem zkusil zavolat. Jo, Salah Erdin. Bo ten kůň a Nikol. Zkusíme zavolat. Asi nemáme nic novýho stejně.
Bonjour, que là?
Oh, hi. It's George Stobbard, the American at the cafe.
Ah, oui.
You said to call if I could help.
Have you any news for me?
Well, I haven't had a lot of luck.
You found nothing?
No.
Look, I'm very busy right now. Call me if you have any news, okay?
Oh. Yeah, I guess.
Adieu, monsieur.
Yeah, see ya.
No tak jsme to zkusili, nemáme nic novýho. Dobrá, tak se rychle vrátíme k tomu kanálu. Tak, kde to máme? Tady.
I lifted the cover to reveal what smelled like the entrance to a sewer.
Chtěl vidět. No nic. Lezeme do kanálu. Fuj, nějaká mrtvá krysa. Tady něco je. Červený míček.
It was a shiny red plastic ball sat incongruously on the slippery green slimed floor. As I picked up the plastic ball, I realized it was intended to be worn. It was the clown's red nose.
Tak jo, jdeme dál. Dál už to asi nevede.
The railing was put there for a simple reason, to stop people getting past. It worked.
Ale. Kapesníček.
It was a soggy, crumpled paper tissue. I scooped up the sodden tissue. It was cold and greasy, like breakfast leftovers. It was a small scrap of cloth caught on the rusting spike. I took hold of the scrap of material and unsnagged it from the spike. It was the scrap of material I'd found in the sewer. It was the soggy tissue I'd found in the sewers. The nose was hollow. Printed on the inside were the words La Risée du Monde, Paris.
Že by místo toho koupili.
It was a metal rod with a handle at one end and a short crosspiece at the other. The card read, Augustin Rousseau, and gave an address to the south of the Montparnasse Cemetery.
Zajímavé, uvidíme, jestli to bude pak nápad. Tak jo, asi nezbývá než vylízt nahoru.
Hi there.
Oh, you
Hold it right there, you sewer rat. I knew you'd come back. And now I've got you.
What are you talking about?
You're trespassing. Come out of there, immediately.
That's what I'm trying to do. Give me your hand.
Ha! You won't catch me with tricks like that. Keep your distance, monsieur.
Okay.
Now, what were you looking for?
Co jsem tam hledal?
Terrorists. The meanest, nastiest, dirtiest bunch of guys you ever saw.
Ah, Englishmen without a doubt. The filthy dogs. The day they opened that tunnel was a bad day for France, I tell you. If I still had the full use of my faculties, I'd march right over there and tell them so.
Well, whoever they are, they blew up the cafe.
What? The cafe? Blown up? Mon Dieu. That is awful.
The guy who did it was a calculating, cold-blooded killer. He was disguised as a clown. I followed him into the sewer, and I think he came this way.
Mon Dieu. Then, the man I chased, do you think that man and the clown are one and the same?
Well,
Takže tam je nebyl.
yes, it had crossed my mind.
Ah, that still does not explain what you were doing down the sewer. For all I know, you are in league with him.
Oh no, I'm just a tourist.
Most tourists are content with the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, or the Pigalle. I didn't realize my waste pipes were such an attraction.
No tak jo. Tak zkusíme na něj, že jsme policajti.
Perhaps you'd like to take a look at my card?
What is this? Inspector Augustin Rousseau? What does that say? Hominoid division?
A homicide. I think the ink's smudged.
Then you are not a tourist.
Okay, I'm not. I lied to you. And I'm sorry.
Don't apologize, monsieur. You know, I had a feeling there was something different about you. It is your posture, your poise. Oh, yes. There is no mistaking the bearing of a disciplined man. And I should know. I was in the army, you know. When I was your age, I was fighting for my life in the African desert. How can I help you, Inspector?
Let's start over from the beginning and tell it just like it was.
To ten chlap musel bojovat snad v Alžíru nebo kde? Nebo ještě za druhý světový.
Tell me about the man you apprehended.
Oh, he was a mean one, monsieur. He grabbed me in an armlock. His face suddenly next to mine. His grip was like iron, but he did not know what he was up against. Oh no, he made a big mistake when he took on one of the desert hyenas.
Yes, I get the picture. Does the name Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Tak dál, co servírka?
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
So you don't want to hear about my experiences in the desert? I fought to make this country what it is today.
I'm sure you did, but I'm a little short of time.
Ještě jednou.
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
You can't suspect her, surely.
Just answer the question, please.
Yes, I know her. Quite well, you could say. She came to work at the cafe 6, 7 months ago. I look forward all week to the relief she gives me when she visits.
Really? So you'd miss her if she wasn't there?
Oh, mais oui. Who else would I find to cut my toenails?
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
Why, yes, he was. Clutched in his arms like a baby.
That belonged to his victim.
Oh, what do you think was in it? Drugs, stolen jewels.
I don't know, but the killer thought it was worth a man's life.
Nothing is worth that, monsieur.
Pro někoho má něco takovýho cenu.
This is what I used to open the manhole cover.
I have one just the same as that, monsieur. I will fetch it if you like.
No, don't bother.
Oh, it is no bother, monsieur.
Nah, forget it.
Just trying to be helpful, monsieur.
Jo, tak co dál?
Take a look at this false nose.
Aha, that looks like a clown's nose to me.
Precisely. He must have dropped it in his panic.
Unless he wanted you to find it.
Why would he want to do that?
To put you off the scent.
Možná to odhodil, spíš se chtěl odmaskovat, aby ho nepoznal.
Take a look at this false nose.
You showed me before, monsieur.
Jo, takže něco jiného.
What does this tissue mean to you?
Nothing, monsieur. It's disgusting. What on earth possessed you to show it to me? Someone has emptied their nostrils into it.
Jestli spíš není odlíčil, ale vypadá na to trošku.
Does this piece of material mean anything to you?
That is the same cloth as the jacket I found. I'd recognize that pattern anywhere.
Sako, on našel sako?
Now, about the jacket you found. Do you have it here?
No, monsieur. One of the sleeves was badly torn, so I sent it for repair. A pity, because otherwise it was a fine piece of quality tailoring. It had the tailor's name inside on the label.
Where did you send the jacket?
I gave it to an itinerant Romani seamstress.
Just
už
my
se
luck.
neuvidíme.
Was there anything in the jacket pockets?
Not a sou. You know what I think?
Do tell me.
He changed out of the clown suit and cunningly disguised himself as an ordinary person.
Looks like I'm up against a mastermind.
Ale jo, dává to smysl. Je v klaunském převleku by byl hodně nápadnej. Tak to slíknul v kanálech, kde ho nikdo nevidí, pak se vypařil v jiném oblečení.
What was the name on the label?
Ah, it was a foreign name. Todrick, I think.
Did you get the address?
There wasn't one, monsieur. Only a telephone number.
Well, I don't expect you to remember a phone number you've only seen once.
74 98 08 59.
You're
Dobrý.
kidding. That's his phone number?
Yes, that's it. A little trick with numbers that I learned in the desert. I was taught the technique by a Tuareg shaman.
That's incredible.
It comes in handy at the supermarket checkout. Do I get a reward?
Honesty, monsieur, is its own reward.
Then I'm glad I do not rely on honesty to pay the bills.
Pravda.
I have to be going. Thanks to your help, the citizens of Paris can sleep a little easier tonight.
Vraiment? I was only doing my duty, monsieur. Good luck, Inspector. I hope you catch that killer soon. I'll let you out.
Tak dobrý, to jsme s ním zvládli zkoule docela dobře. Jenom tam nesmí přijít ten pravý inspektor.
I hope you find your man, Inspector.
So do I.
Tak, podíváme se, jestli máme nějaký novinky na mapě. Zatím to vypadá, že ne. Tak. Říkal, že tam bylo telefonní číslo, tak si asi zavoláme. Todrick.
Hello? Who is this? Hi. My name's George Stobbard. You don't know me.
Correct, Mr. Stobbard. I don't. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm trying to trace one of your customers. Could I maybe come over and talk to you?
No, that's not possible.
Oh, okay. Forget it. Listen, all I want is a name.
What are you talking about? Who are you working for?
I guess you might say I'm acting in the interests of truth and justice.
Thank God. I thought you were the police.
There are innocent lives at stake, Mr. Todrick. Lives that you could save.
You're collecting for charity, yes?
No, I'm not. All I want from you is information.
Go on. I'm listening.
Do you know a guy called Plantar?
No, I never heard of him.
Dobře, jsem clown.
What do you know about the clown who bombed the Café de la Chandelle Verte?
I don't have no idea what you're talking about.
You're cool, Todrick. But I think you know more than you're saying.
I don't know who you be, but sure I am you don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know if you're saying that to make me think you don't know what I mean, but this is ridiculous. Quit playing games with me, Todrick.
I tell you, I know nothing about no clown.
No, tak z tohohle to asi nevyrazíme.
Thanks for nothing, Todrick.
No, tak moc jsme toho zatím nezjistili. Co se zajít podívat ještě na policajty, zjistit něco tam. Tak a když už jsme tady v menu, tak si to rovnou uložíme. Jo. Dáme novou pozici hry. Tak jo, jsme na policejní stanici. Tak se tady rozhlídneme. Sem se asi jen tak nedostaneme.
It was a public telephone. The policeman was not much older than me. His face wore an expression of intense concentration.
Tak jo, zkusíme se s ním trošku pokecat.
Excuse me.
Not so fast. I'd like your personal details, please.
Huh? What for?
In the event of an accident, it would help us to know where to send the body.
Look, is this really necessary? I came in here to talk to Rosso.
Oh, why did you not say?
Když jsem nečekal, že se mě nějaký policajt bude ptát na to, kam mám poslat moji mrtvolu.
Have you had any reports concerning a suspicious clown?
Why, yes. There was a fracas only this morning. 3 arrests for public disorder.
And you say there was a clown involved?
A clown and a particularly offensive piece of sculpture with balloons. Are you in any way involved with the reprobate, monsieur?
No, not me.
Tak to nebude on, protože tenhle clown byl v té kavárně. A jestli ho měli ve vazbě od minulýho dne, tak to nebyl on.
May I see Inspector Rosso?
He is not here.
But
Do you wish to leave a message for him? I have a choice of blue or black pen. I'd recommend the blue for a less formal communication.
I'd prefer to talk to him in person.
As you wish, monsieur.
Is Sergeant Moo available?
What? You want to speak to him?
Yes, please.
I cannot recall the last time someone asked to speak to Moo. No one ever speaks to him. Not even his kids. Eh bien. He is not here, monsieur. He is with Inspector Rosso. Like Laurel and Kitten. No, monsieur?
Hardy. Oliver Norville Hardy.
Takže Russo je v terénu s tím Mooem. Ten bude zřejmě tak blbej nebo tak divný, že s ním nikdo nemluví.
Do you know anything about Rosso's psychic techniques?
I cannot comment on my superior's methods. All I will say is that Inspector Rosso has an impressive record.
He's a good detective?
One of the best. He's a man of honor, with a fine sense of duty.
You wouldn't say he was a screwball?
Not to his face, monsieur.
Jo, to se asi jen tak nikdo nedovolí.
Have you any idea what this tool is used for?
Oui, monsieur. It is a dipstick.
Tak to je pěkný vůl.
I found this red nose near the Café de la Chandelle Verte.
A clown's nose?
That's right. The guy who wore this is a savage killer.
If you say so, monsieur.
Ani to s ním nehlo.
I found this tissue.
What the hell is that?
It's evidence.
Evidence of what? Mayonnaise smuggling?
The sticky stuff is grease paint.
Ah. And that is supposed to make me happy, is it? I suggest you think long and hard about what you are doing with your life, monsieur.
Tak co tohle?
I found this scrap of material in the sewer.
Vraiment?
It was probably torn from the clothes of a psychotic killer.
Even if you were Sherlock Holmes, I would have trouble believing you.
No, tak si trhni.
Thanks for your help, officer.
Myslím, že na čase zavolat tý Nicole. Jo, Nicole Collard, říkal jsem to správně.
Bonjour, Collard.
It's me again, George Stobbard.
Hi, Georges. Any news?
You bet. I met a witness who spoke to the clown. And I know where the killer gets his suits.
No kidding. Hey, I'm impressed.
You are? Well, it wasn't easy.
Look, why don't you come here to my apartment?
Fine. Where do you live?
361 Rue Jarry.
Okay, I'll come right over.
Tak jo. Máme adresu Nicole Collardový, tak tam rovnou zajdem. A zjistíme, co všechno ví. Je to jen kousek od policejní stanice, skoro.
The shop window featured a display of gowns and women's stuff. It wasn't the style of the clothes in the shop that caught my eye, but the prices. The same amount of money would feed a starving family for the rest of their lives. I guess people who buy that kind of stuff don't have a problem with their consciences.
Jo, takový lidi jsou. Co pak je tady?
The shop window featured a display. The window was full of overpriced clothes for overprivileged women.
Jo.
The
pak je tady
vacant
v tom
shop
obchodě?
was sealed with a steel blind. There was no way of lifting the securely locked blind.
Další
It was a
obchod?
food store selling fruit and vegetables. I glanced without much interest at the fruit. It was dusty, shriveled, and tired looking.
Kytky.
They were lilies or tulips. Some kind of flowers, anyhow. Pretty, I guess, if you like that sort of thing. Me? I couldn't see the point of buying something that was already half dead. I inhaled deeply, expecting to experience the scent of the flowers. What I got was traffic fumes.
Jo. Kytky prodávaný v blízkosti silnice.
The woman was doing something with a pair of needles that couldn't be described as knitting. She was a cheery old soul, the kind you'd walk across the street to avoid.
Asi tak, no ale mohli bychom zjistit, jestli něco neví.
Oh, hi.
Bonjour, monsieur. Would you like me to foretell your future?
Jenom to ne.
No thanks.
I'm very good, and it only takes a minute.
Thanks all the same, but I'm not superstitious. Besides, if it only takes a minute, that's not much of a future to look forward to. Are the flowers for sale?
Oui, monsieur.
Okay. I'll take a bunch of those white ones.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
No?
They are lilies,
Oh.
monsieur.
Ajaj.
Some people associate them with death.
No, to je
Yikes.
pravda. To by nebylo
Thanks for
dobrý
telling
nápad.
me. What other flowers do you have?
Dahlias?
What do they signify?
Insecurity.
Tak to radši taky ne.
I don't want to give her the wrong idea about me.
Mm.
What about the tall yellow ones?
Those are iris, the flame of passion.
And the little yellow ones?
Sensuality.
Well, they're no use to me. I want to make an impression, not jump down her throat.
Tak co oni ví?
Do you know a young woman called Nicole Collard?
Yes, I do. She lives upstairs from me, in the apartment block across the street. The door isn't locked, but you'll need to give it a gentle nudge. It sticks, you see, because of the damp. The landlord said he'd fixed it before winter sets in.
Jo, to
He's been
určitě.
saying that for 3
Eccentrical.
years.
How long has Mademoiselle Collard lived here?
A few months. She's in for a shock when the cold weather comes. Drafty windows, insufficient heating, it's a struggle to keep warm. The only reason I stay is because the rent is cheap. Your young lady, she deserves better.
To asi jo.
I thought Mademoiselle Collard was a successful photographer.
Not as successful as she makes out for all her fine clothes. Oh, I've heard her crying herself to sleep at night.
That's awful.
Now don't you let on that I've told you. She's proud, that one. Too proud, if you ask me.
I've changed my mind. Will you tell my fortune?
You're going on a long journey.
My, oh my. What a surprise. Can you tell me anything I don't already know?
10 francs, please, my dear.
10 francs? That's a ripoff.
Please yourself.
How does this fortune-telling routine work?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be selling flowers for a living.
Ale.
Haven't you ever wondered why you were blessed with the gift?
Well, it's a bit like satellite television, I suppose. Some of us are born with a built-in receiver dish. I just happen to be one of the lucky ones.
Mhm. Zkusíme to ještě jednou.
Can you really foretell the future?
Only time will tell, monsieur. The strange thing is, I can't seem to see myself in the future. Other people, I have no problem. But when I try to see what might happen to me, nothing.
That must be scary.
Maybe. I figure it's a kind of natural safety mechanism. Either that, or I don't have a future.
No.
Do you recognize this nose?
No, monsieur.
What can you tell me about this tissue?
Nothing.
What can you tell me about this material?
It's a very expensive piece of cloth, monsieur.
Ani sačku.
See you later.
That's right, monsieur. You will.
Ani bude něco hodně zvláštního.
The door was shabby and in need of a coat of paint. I couldn't imagine the Collard woman living here.
Třeba fakt nemá peníze.
Remembering the flower seller's advice, I pushed the door gently just above the lock.
To tam mělo otevřeno, jo?
Bonjour. I'm glad you could make it, monsieur.
Please, call me George.
Fine. I'm Nicole. Take a seat, George. Eh bien? And what have you been up to?
I've been exploring the sewers beneath the cafe.
I thought I could smell something bad.
The clown used the sewer to escape and to change out of his costume. I guess he was in a hurry. He left his jacket behind.
And?
I got his tailor's phone number. What's more, I know where he hired the clown suit, too.
You had better luck than I did.
Luck, she said. Luck! Hard work, I'd call it. What happened?
I took my photographs to the editor, but he wasn't interested. Can you believe it? He told me to drop his story.
But you're not about to do that.
Oh no. I am going to find out what's behind these killings. You know what I think? It's a conspiracy. The police in 3 different countries have kept very quiet about the murders. The press don't connect them at all. They blame them on political, religious, or militant minority extremists.
That covers just about everyone.
Říkala vraždy, takže těch případů je víc, nebyla jenom jedna.
May I use your telephone?
Sure, go ahead.
Thanks.
Sakra. Asi nemáme kam volat. S kým to říká?
Hello? Who is this?
Mr. Todrick?
Oh, it's you again. What now?
Shall I tell you what happened to Plantar? How he was killed in cold blood?
I told you, I never heard of Plantar.
I expect Plantar's a family man, don't you? In their little apartment, Madame Plantar is cooking the supper, listening for the familiar sound of her husband's key in the door. Junior is waiting for his daddy to come home from work. He can't wait to show him the merit marks he earned in school today. Only tonight, Monsieur Plantar won't be coming home.
You forgot the puppy.
Huh?
Ale,
The faithful puppy dog, waiting for the sound of his master's voice.
Well, maybe they don't have a dog. What do you think?
I don't know Plantar. I never heard of Plantar. None of this has anything to do with me.
něco určitě ví, ale tady nám to neřekne.
Did you know that one of your customers was a part-time clown?
If a guy feels happy with a funny nose and custard down his pants, what's the problem?
Tak od ní se nic nedozvíme, ne teď.
Thanks for nothing, Todrick.
Tak jo, zkusíme další.
How did Plantar get your name?
For the newspaper, La Liberté, had written an article linking two unsolved murders, one in Italy and the other in Japan. The cases were remarkably similar. A wealthy victim, no apparent motive, and a costume killer. Plantar said he could supply me with more information. Somehow, the clown must have known about our appointment.
No to jo, to musel, no.
Tell me more about the clown's previous victims.
The first was Arno Bellotta, the millionaire pharmaceutical baron. He made his money from amphetamines in the post-war slimming and diet boom. Imagine it! Millions of housewives literally speeding their butts off.
Was he killed for his money?
No. He had no living relatives, and his fortune went to the orphanage where he grown up. The only witness in the case was his Filipino au pair. She swears he was lured to his death by a snowman.
Sněhulák. Takže vrah přeložený za sněhuláka.
What about the clown's second victim?
Yamada, the controversial Japanese green politician. He inherited his fortune from his father's electrochemical consortium. He was committed to dismantling Japan's automobile industry.
I can't see him gaining much support with a loony policy like that.
Yamada was a man of vision. He was years ahead of his time.
If you say so. How did he die?
At the hands, or should I say, flippers, of a giant emperor penguin.
Takže vrah přeložený za sněhuláka a pak za tučňáka.
A snowman, a penguin, and now a clown. You know, I hate to admit it, but this is scary. And I'll tell you what, I won't be accepting any invitations to costume parties.
I don't blame you for being scared. I am too. But this story could be my only chance of a big break.
Or a premature death.
To teda.
You speak very good English for a French girl.
Thanks. You speak very good English from America.
I found this false nose in the sewer. It has La Risée du Monde printed inside it.
The laughing stock of the world. It's a costume shop near the Gare Saint-Lazare.
I'll check it out. Maybe the owner remembers who hired the clown costume.
Why don't you put it on, George?
No way am I wearing this. I'd look really stupid. Besides, he might have had a cold.
To je fakt.
I found this tissue down the sewer.
Oh, that's disgusting, George.
Damn.
I think the stuff on it is grease paint, like actors use. Or clowns.
It's still disgusting. Get rid of it.
Šťát, no?
I found a piece of material near the cafe. When I showed it to the concierge, he recognized it right away.
It's very distinctive, all right. Just wait until you see this. I developed the film I shot at the cafe. Here, George, it's an enlargement I made. Look what that guy's wearing.
Checkered
dark.
pants. The same material as I found in the sewer.
That's right. This guy shouldn't be difficult to find.
Oh no?
Take a close look at his left cheek.
A scar. In the shape of a
A
horseshoe.
makufr.
Oh, a crescent moon.
Tell me more about yourself.
Oh, there is not much to tell.
Well, how did you get into photography?
I guess I owe that to my father. He bought my first camera. I was 8 and my parents had just split up.
To je docela blbý. Ne?
Did you live with your father?
Yes, my mother went off with her new boyfriend. I don't mind. Papa was all I needed. 4 years later, he died in a plane crash.
Ah, I'm sorry.
Well, it's all right. I don't mind talking about him. He was more like an older brother, really, always joking and laughing. Papa always wanted I should study art. That's why I went to college.
Did you learn about photography at college?
Oh, God, no. I couldn't afford the materials. We were billed for everything we used, paint, canvas, paper. Most of my year turned to minimalism. It was cheaper. I used to go poaching in the park for squirrel hair. The only time I wasn't hungry was the time I did printing. I used to eat the potatoes.
You're making fun of me, aren't you?
Oh, no.
To musela být teda hodně chudá.
Do you have a boyfriend?
That's none of your business.
To je fakt. Neměli bychom se do toho úplně plíst.
I'm going back out to search for that clown.
Where?
I guess I could visit the costume shop.
Good idea.
Tak dá se tady něco zjistit, nebo George hnedka odejde. asi hnedka odejde. Jsou tady bílý růže a nějaký další kytky, že bychom pak mohli nějaký zajímavý koupit. Jo, máme achievement, vytvořili jsme s Nikolou tým. Zajdeme do toho obchodu s těma žetony a předmětama, nebo do té půjčovny kostýmu. Nebo co to přesně je? Tak. Jo, tohle je policie, jsme byli, tohle Drsný Nikol a tady La Rize du Monde. Dobře nastraný papoušek. Kostým.
The dummy wore a traditional Puro costume. At least, I guess it was a dummy. I gave the dummy Puro a tentative prod, but it didn't move.
To je dobře.
She reminded me of a girl I dated back in high school. Come to think of it, the dummy had more personality. As I was about to touch the dummy, I realized it had the same color eyes as Nico. The strange thing was, I hadn't realized I'd noticed the color of Nico's eyes.
No jo. Rohatá přilba. Jo, opice. Smrtka, kostlivec s hokejkou na jednorožci. Ty jo. Pinokio. Nevím.
It was an antique phonograph, the kind you have to wind by hand.
Funguje to? To je spíš gramofon. Milý hovno.
It was a disgustingly realistic plastic novelty, like one I'd left on the teacher's desk at school. Boy, that caused so much of a stink you'd have thought it was a real one.
To asi nebylo úplně to. Možná bylo
As my fingers closed on the plastic novelty, I realized my mistake.
Bylo pravý hovno, ne?
It was a novelty, all right, but it wasn't plastic.
Oj.
No way was I gonna...
Třeba by to šlo jinak. Se bude to něčím, co je ještě hnusnější. Ne. Tak si pokecáme s prodavačem.
The guy's spoon-shaped face was mournful and humorless. He looked like a vegetarian in a slaughterhouse.
Ten se asi vážně nehodí.
Excuse me?
Bonjour, monsieur. Please, come in. Welcome. Leave the mundane world behind, but in these four walls, fantasy is king.
I don't want a costume.
Didn't you ever dress up when you were a child?
Not that I remember.
Incredible. You'll be telling me next that you never shared your elder sister's lingerie.
I don't have a sister, and I think I'd look pretty silly in a brassiere. I just need some information.
Of course. How can I help you?
Have you heard of a man named Plantile?
I do not recall anyone of that name.
Tak další clown.
I'm looking for a man who hired a clown costume from you.
Oui, monsieur. I do not see how I can help.
Don't you keep a record of costumes that you've rented out?
Of course, monsieur, but...
Well, then I'd like to check your records. Give me the names of everyone who's rented a clown suit.
Impossible. There are too many.
Ještě jednou.
The clown I'm looking for is a cold-blooded killer. Give me his name, and I'll see he's brought to justice.
I'd help you if I could, but you can't expect me to remember all my customers. You see, the clown costume is our most popular line, monsieur. On average, we hire out more than 30 clown suits a week. You'll have to give me more to go by. A description, perhaps?
Tak třeba bude stačit fotka.
Do you recognize this man?
Ah oui, he was here this morning.
Ale, jak vyjde. A co je jeho jméno?
How come clowns are so popular?
I think it has something to do with their unpredictable nature.
Personally, I think clowns should be banned, along with mimes.
Oh, come now. Who doesn't love clowns?
Me, for one.
Jo, některý klauni byli i vraždící. Ještě jednou.
Are you sure this is the man who bought grease paint?
Oui, monsieur.
Ale video. Ještě jednou zkusíme.
Are you sure this is the man who bought grease paint?
Oui, monsieur.
Does this dirty tissue mean anything to you?
Let me smell that.
Tak fakt, jo.
Best Eimer's number 7, white pancake.
Theatrical
no.
grease paint, right?
Oui, monsieur. La crème de la crème of Cespian accoutrement.
Have you sold any of it recently?
Yes, 2 cans.
Video. Co tohle?
Do you want this red nose back?
Not after it's been worn, thank you.
Do you want this red nose back?
Not.
To ne.
Are you sure this is the man who bought grease paint?
Oui, monsieur. He chose 2 costumes. Bozo the clown and Seamus the pixie.
A
Dva
pixie?
si půjčil.
Very smart. Green silk with a taffeta lining. He gave me his name as Monsieur Khan.
Ale, když máme jméno.
Are you sure this is...
Certainly.
Jo, Monsieur Khan.
Thanks for your help, buddy.
My pleasure, monsieur. Allow me to shake you by the hand.
Huh? Well, okay.
Ty hajzle.
What are you trying to do, kill me?
You did not find it amusing?
I never saw the funny side of electroshock therapy.
Eh bien, it is yours to keep. A gift?
Do I need a license?
No, but I give you a word of warning, monsieur.
What?
Remember to switch it off before you visit the toilet.
Jo, to bylo docela blbý. Jo, že má elektrický
It was the
bíčák.
shake and shock buzzer I'd been given by the man in the costume shop. It was Nico's photograph of the man we suspected of killing Plantar. It was a metal rod. No way was I gonna touch...
Co bych tak sebrat, ale čím? Sakra, jak to ne. Ví ještě něco, nebo ne?
Excuse me?
Oui, monsieur?
Do you want this buzzer back?
No, you keep it.
Do you want...
No,
Yeah.
you keep it.
What does this tool mean to you?
Nothing, monsieur.
Dobrý, tak nic.
Do you want this red nose back?
Not.
Thanks for your help.
My.
Tak já si, jestli je to ještě něco, ale protože už asi ne. Tady už je to vyřízený, tak se vrátím na rýžerí.
Salut, George. What news?
I've been to the costume shop.
Gift? I like it. What are you supposed to be?
I didn't hire a costume. These are my clothes and you know it.
Did you ask about the clown?
Yeah. He used the name Khan. He hired 2 costumes, the clown and a pixie.
Then we won't jump ahead of him.
How do you make that out?
He probably plans to use the pixie suit next time he kills.
Oh God, don't let it be me. I don't deserve to die at the hands of a pixie.
Don't be silly, George, that won't happen.
Oh no?
No, because every time you see a pixie, you're going to run like hell.
To je fakt.
The guy at the novelty shop gave me this.
What is it?
A hand buzzer. You put it in your hand and give people electric shocks.
Why?
It's a gag. A practical joke.
If you ever use it on me, I'll break your arm.
Okay, okay. I get the picture. What are you doing to help trace the killer clown?
Research, George.
Yeah? You have a copy of the clown's yearbook?
I have a telephone and lots of contacts.
Oh. Well, did you find anything useful?
Not yet. I'm employing my first and most useful weapon.
What's that?
Patience.
Oh, I've heard of that. Isn't it a substitute for decisive thinking?
Tak co víš o Khanovi?
Have you found out any more about the murders?
Well, it may be nothing, but both the clown's victims visited Paris earlier this year.
When?
The second week of July. They were both here at the same time.
Did they meet?
I don't know, but I can't imagine it was coincidence.
To nebude náhoda, když tam byli. Že komu bychom chtěli volat? Musíme to Todrika.
May I use your telephone?
Sure, go ahead.
Thanks.
Už to namaloval klauna.
Hello? Who is this? It's George Stobbard again. What now? The man I'm looking for is called Khan. He bought a suit from you, remember?
Mr. Khan. Yes, I remember him. Yes, I delivered the suit to his hotel. The
Ah.
Hotel Ubu. I don't remember the room number. It was upstairs. The second room on the right-hand side of the corridor.
Thanks, Todrick.
Hmm.
That's all I wanted to know.
Now I've got you, Mr. Clown. Now we're getting somewhere. Do you know the Hotel Ubu?
The Ubu? Yes, I do.
That's where the clown stayed.
Good work, George.
Hotel Ubu. Tak tam se asi vydáme.
See you later.
Where are you going now?
I could go hang out at the Hotel Ubu.
Watch out for Khan, George.
Don't worry, I will.
Takže bychom ji zkusili trošku sparalizovat.
Oh, hi.
Hello, my handsome friend.
Would you like to shake my hand?
No, I wouldn't. I can see the future,
Sakra,
remember?
to nefunguje. No nic.
See you later.
That's right, Miss.
No, ještě se ptáme ještě.
Oh, hi.
Hello, my...
Ne.
See you later.
Budoucnost.
That's right, monsieur.
Hotel Ubu. To je tady. Tam byli se samý gangstři, nebo kdo to je. Jdem se podívat na ty uličky. Zamčený dveře, samý bordel. To vypadá, že by to bylo ještě něco.
The lobby was quiet, almost deserted. The sign listed the price of rooms, and boy, were they expensive. The killer must have been earning a fat wad to pay for accommodation like this.
Všem to vypadá jakoby, no, osazenstvo toho hotelu. Ty hosti byli sami nějaký gangstři a bohatý.
The man looked like an amiable Bigfoot.
To teda jo, ten je pořádnej.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Jo.
Do you happen to know a guy named Khan?
That ain't nobody I know.
I'm sorry to be a burden on your brain. You ever meet a guy called Plantow?
No, I ain't.
You missed your chance. If you're quick, you'll catch him at the coroner's. Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
No, I ain't. Don't tell me I missed him. Oh,
Ah.
that's too bad. I love the clowns, don't you?
I've seen daytime television that was funnier.
I love it when the little guys get hurt.
That figures.
Custard pies, hose pipe down the pants, then smack! A plank in the kisser.
Jo.
Shake my hand.
Nah.
Oh,
Sakra.
rats.
Tak ne.
Do you recognize the guy in this photograph?
Is this a trick question?
No, I simply asked if you recognized him.
Okay then. No, I don't.
Do you recognize this tissue? Think carefully now.
Ooh, ooh, ooh,
I'm gonna have to hurry you.
ooh!
Time's up, so I'll tell you. It's a used tissue with a liberal dump of Bestheimer's number 12.
If you say so.
Co tohle?
Have you ever seen this clown's nose before?
Nope.
What do these... Oh, never mind. See you later.
Not if you see me first.
To je fakt.
The guy looked just like a weasel.
To teda jo.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Have you heard of a guy called Plantar?
No. That name means nothing to me.
I'm looking for a clown.
Are you trying to be funny?
No, I really am looking for a clown.
There are no clowns here except you.
Do you know a man by the name of Khan?
No, I don't.
It's very important I get to see him, and
I told you. I don't know it.
have you ever seen this clown's nose before?
No.
What does this tissue mean to you?
Are you serious?
Oh, yes. Take a good look at the substance it's smeared with.
You are sick. Very sick.
Dál.
Do you recognize the guy in this photograph?
No, I never saw it.
Will you shake my hand?
Are you joking? Who knows where it has been?
To je fakt. A jdeme.
Forget it.
Jdeme dovnitř. Tak jo, jsme v hotelu Ubu. Co tu máme?
The woman was obviously English. She had all the qualities of Boadicea, Elizabeth I, and Margaret Thatcher rolled into one. It wasn't a pretty sight. The figure of a sexless youth was frozen in mid-skip with a silly grin on its stone lips. I recognized the guy. It was the Nobel Prize winner from the country whose name I couldn't pronounce. In the ornate booth was the most elegant public telephone I'd ever seen.
Tak co pak je tady dál? Jsou schody nahoru. Měli tady měla být ještě recepce. Ale.
Hanging from a brass hook was a key and a plastic tag. It was the register of guests staying at the hotel. I want some information.
Who are you? The police?
I'm conducting a private investigation.
Ah, I know only too well what you mean. That is one of the drawbacks of the catering business. When people book into an hotel, they leave their morals at home, no?
About the key hanging on the hook over there.
Oui, monsieur.
Which room is it for?
Number 21.
Is that room taken?
No. The guests checked out this morning.
Do you know a man named Plantar?
No, monsieur.
Do you have a guest by the name of Khan?
No, monsieur. Perhaps you would care to check the register.
The man who calls himself Khan has a scar on his left cheek.
Vraiment? I tell you, I do not know a man named Khan.
Maybe not, but I noticed a change in his expression when I mentioned
really?
the scar. I'm looking for a man who dresses like a clown.
This is a highly respectable hotel, monsieur. There are no clowns here.
If you say so. Do you recognize this red nose?
No, monsieur.
What do you make of this tissue?
Do you wish me to dispose of it for you, monsieur?
Hey, no! It could be useful. I'm holding on to this.
As you wish, monsieur. Perhaps you would like a little plastic baggie to keep it in?
Nah, it's fine the way it is. Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Yes, monsieur. That man is one of our guests.
What name?
I cannot tell you that.
Zkusíme to.
Hey, shake my hand.
I'd rather not, monsieur. I'm still sore from the shock administered by one of the guests. He was secretly concealing an electrical device in the palm of his hand. Practical jokes are so puerile, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'd like to check into room 21.
That is not possible.
How come? You said it was vacant.
It is reserved for another guest.
Rats.
No, monsieur. Dutch.
Hermatuška.
Thanks for your help, buddy.
Chtěl jsem mrknout ty knihovstvo, tam já se nepustí.
There was no one registered under the name of Khan, but the name in the book for room 22 was Merlin.
Merlin, jo. Zkusíme si pokecat s tím profesorem.
Excuse me, didn't I see your picture in the news? You're that Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state.
Yes, that is me, in person.
I don't want to worry you, but have you had any threats on your life? You know, mysterious phone calls, letters made up of headlines cut from the newspaper.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you know a guy called Plantar?
I don't know anybody in Paris.
Oh, well, this guy's dead anyhow.
Why do you ask me about dead men? I have seen enough of death to last me a lifetime.
I'm, sure you have. Have you seen a clown?
I beg your pardon?
The clown. A guy in funny pants. Have you seen him?
My pants are from England. Marks and Spencer. They are a pleasure and a comfort to wear, with much support.
I'm real glad to hear that. You know, it's good to know you Nobel Prize winners are human too.
In my country, the people make do with string and egg cartons.
For pants?
for everything. Oppression is the mother of ingenuity.
What does this clown's nose suggest to you?
In my country, we have no use for clowns.
I'm glad to hear it.
They were dealt with most severely in the last
Oh.
cultural cleansing.
What about the mimes? Did you get them too?
All gone. Our streets are mime-free.
Sounds like heaven.
To teda.
Does this goo-smeared tissue mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Do you recognize this man? He calls himself Khan.
Yes, I know this man. Why do you carry his photograph?
I'm a private detective.
Tak co o něm víš, profesorku?
What's your interest in Khan?
He is an enemy of my people.
Ale.
You know he's a killer.
Of course, amongst other things.
Would you help me investigate Khan?
That is not possible. My instructions are to observe. I cannot jeopardize my position as an honored guest of this country's government.
May I shake you by the hand?
I do not shake the hands of imperialist dogs.
Now that's a real bad attitude problem you've got there.
Tak to nebude fungovat.
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
Zkusíme tuhle.
Hi there, ma'am.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a man.
You disappoint me, my dear. For one foolish moment I thought... But never mind. Aren't you going to tell me your name?
George Stobbard, ma'am.
How sweet! I once had a stable boy called George.
To teda.
I am Lady Piermont. The common reaction is to kneel and stutter, but it's not obligatory.
A real lady? I mean, you're an honest-to-God aristocrat?
Oh, I don't know about that. Few of my ancestors are honest, not even to God. I can trace my family back to the Normans, but don't let that intimidate you, George. Beneath that impressive pedigree, I'm just flesh and blood. The blood may be blue, but the flesh is the plump beef of old England, so to speak. You appear distracted, George. Is there any way I can help you?
Třeba mi pomůže.
I'm looking for a murderer.
Good heavens! You're a private detective.
That's correct, ma'am.
What's the term you Americans use? It's on the tip of my tongue.
I believe what you're thinking of is Dick.
Precisely.
Have you come across a man who calls himself Khan?
I am familiar with only one person named Khan.
Genghis Khan, the legendary Mongol
Genghis
barbarian chieftain?
No, darling. Kevin.
Kevin Khan? I never heard of him.
I'd be most surprised if you had, darling. He's a pharmacist in Hemel Hempstead. Organizes fundraising for the Rotarians. Lovely man.
Does he have a scar on his cheek?
I really wouldn't know, sweetie.
To je dál.
Did you know there's a gangster out front?
What makes you think he's a gangster?
The Italian suit and the bulge in his pocket?
I know plenty of men with Italian suits and bulges in their pockets. That doesn't necessarily make them gangsters.
Would you distract the clerk while I borrow a key?
Are you asking me to aid you in a criminal act, darling?
Oh no, it's the key to an empty room.
And why, may I ask, do you wish to gain access to an empty room? Do you plan to squat?
No, ma'am.
The Scouts honor?
I was never in the Boy Scouts, ma'am.
Oh, you should have been. What were your parents thinking of? It's a fine way for a boy to get licked into shape. Now tell me, why do you want to get into that room?
It's next to the room the killer is using.
What killer?
It's a long story. Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
My God, it's him! That's Merlin!
She represented everything I loved about the English. The lady was totally deranged.
Merlin? You mean King Arthur's wizard?
Good heavens, no! Monsieur Merlin is a fellow guest.
Do you know what this is?
As a guess, I'd say it was a clown's nose.
That's right. It was worn as a disguise by a vicious killer.
Ah, Mr. Merlin, perchance.
That's him. Does this tissue mean anything to you?
Good God, no!
I just thought the smell might be familiar.
Please, darling, put it away. I'm no shrinking violet, but that object makes me feel quite queasy.
The man you know as Merlin is a fake.
What do you mean, sweetie?
He's a murderer. He also uses the name Khan.
I am shocked, Mr. Stobbard. Shaken. I took him to be a gentleman, a man of honor. Do you know, I'd rather like to assist you in stitching him up.
Se nám bude hodit.
Are you here in Paris on vacation?
No, darling, I'm on holiday. I needed to get
Tohoto.
away after Algy's funeral.
I didn't realize you were mourning the loss of a loved one.
I'm not. He was my husband.
I'm sorry to hear about your husband's death.
You wouldn't be if you knew him, my dear. It gave me the opportunity to take a well-deserved holiday. Daphne suggested a change of scenery. Paris, she said. The wild romance is just what you need to take your mind off the inquest. Well, the closest I came to romance was being wooed by a drunken Breton chef. I must say I was disappointed with his coq au vin. Not at all what I was expecting. I was thinking of cutting my holiday short, packing my bags and heading back to Hemel Hempstead. That was until last night.
What happened to you last night?
I was stricken, Mr. Stobbard. Cupid's arrow has cleft my bosom.
They couldn't really miss.
It was just as I'd always imagined it should be. The intimacy of candlelight, romantic music tinkling across the room, and then a stranger's glance. Those brooding eyes, that suave manner, those tight trousers. He was the man I'd been waiting for all my life.
I'm glad he finally turned up after all these years.
Ah, but it wasn't to be. He was merely toying with my affections. And if I ever catch up with him, he's dead.
When did you last see Merlin?
It was no more than an hour ago. He came downstairs and spoke to that clerk chappie. Something passed hands. I couldn't see what exactly.
A briefcase?
No, smaller than that. A bundle of papers, perhaps. The clerk put it in the hotel safe and Merlin went out.
Ale v té zrobice.
Are you sure you saw Merlin putting documents in the safe?
Yes, darling, positive.
I wonder what they were.
Obviously something of great importance.
Yeah. I'd sure like to get my hands on whatever it is. I'll bet they had something to do with Plantow's briefcase. Has Merlin returned to the hotel?
No, he hasn't. Are you going to search his room?
If I could get in there, I would.
And that's why you want the key?
Yes, ma'am.
I shouldn't think my feminine charms would be much use in this case. But a good dose of English arrogance might do the trick.
Tak se ale třeba bys nevymyslel.
I say! You there? Flunky!
Oui, madame.
Listen carefully. You do understand English, don't you?
But of course, madame.
Good. I wish to deposit some jewellery for safekeeping.
I understand.
Are you quite certain?
Oh, bien sûr, madame.
Over to you, my dear.
Tak hodem rychle.
In the back of the office was a small safe with a combination lock. There was no one registered under the name of Khan, but the name in the book for room 22 was Merlin.
What now, monsieur?
I'd like to retrieve something from your safe.
Ah, oui, monsieur. May I see some form of identification?
Like what?
A driving license, perhaps?
I don't drive.
Your passport?
I don't have it with me. I could show you my operation scar.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I must have some form of unique ID.
You won't find a more unique ID than my scar.
I'm sorry. I must insist on a more traditional identification.
Rats.
Sakák, tady to nebude možné. V tom trezoru to je, tam se nedostaneme.
Thanks for your help, buddy.
Děláme se nahoru do toho pokoje.
The sign on the door read 21. The sign on the door read 22. If the tailor's description was correct, this was the killer's room. Room number 23. The door was locked. The door was locked.
Tyhle tam činí nebudou.
The door was locked.
Jo, a potřebujeme klíč.
Maybe it wasn't the right room, but this was the right key.
Tak jo, tak jsme v prázdném pokoji.
It was a massive mahogany wardrobe. There was nothing in the wardrobe apart from a vague, lingering smell of camphor. A cabinet stood beside the bed. The cabinet was empty, but it smelt of onions. No kidding, it really did.
Kdyby tam skladal cibuli.
The window looked out over a narrow alley surrounded by high walls.
Jde, okno se dá otevřít.
The window looked out over a If I wanted my shins sticking out of my shoulders, I could have jumped. Mama Stobbart didn't raise no suicidal fools, though. If I wanted my shins sticking out of my shoulders, I could have jumped. Mama Stobbart didn't raise no suicidal fools, though.
A, co to musí jít, jo. Dobrý.
The cabinet had no drawers.
Tak rychle tady prohledat.
The assassin had been too smart to leave incriminating evidence beside his bed. The bed was several times larger than the narrow cot I'd been given at the place I was staying.
To si mal ten zabiják dost peněz. Kufřík, tamhle.
The bed was freshly made, and the crisp white sheets told me nothing about the killer's habits. It was the battered leather briefcase I'd seen Plantar carrying just before he died. I searched the interior of the briefcase, but as I'd half expected, it was empty.
Hmm.
The closet was a solid, impressive piece of antique furniture.
Tady nic. Něco tam je?
The pants were newly laundered and pressed with immaculate creases. There was nothing in the pockets of the pants. The door led back into the hall, idiot.
Sakra, už se vrací do háje. Rychle pryč.
I had the kind of feeling in my stomach that would usually send me running to the bathroom.
Tak se rychle schovat. Tak tohle bylo těsný. Tak rychle prohrát muzika.
The pants matched the jacket which the killer had lost in Paris. I couldn't believe my luck when I found 2 items in the pockets of the pants. The first was an ordinary matchbook. No matches, no clues. The second was a pass card which read, Thomas Merlin, Gruber Electronics Corporation.
Zajímavý.
There was nothing else in the pockets of the killer's pants.
Budeme či tady tudy. Tak jo. Co pak jsme ulovili?
The matchbook bore a pattern of swirling color and the words Club Alamut. It was the card I'd found in the hotel bedroom. It read, Thomas Merlin, Gruber Electronics Corporation.
Zatím tady Khan není. Já jsem potřeboval do sejfu, ale ta ženská ho asi nezabaví už na podruhý.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
I found this pass in Merlin's room.
So, that deceitful little man is passing himself off as an electrician, is he?
Uh-huh. This guy probably has a million faces. I found this matchbook in Merlin's bedroom.
It came from the Club Alamut. It might be useful to find out if that club is in Paris, George.
To bude spíš asi někde jinde.
Do you want this key?
No, thank you, darling.
I got the key. Thanks for your help, ma'am. I have to go, ma'am.
Zkusíme profesurka, jestli něco neví.
Hello again. Do you recognize this card?
No, I do not.
Does the name on this matchbook mean anything to you?
Indeed it does, for Alamut was the home of the old man of the mountains. You do not know him?
No, I don't.
Stařec hor.
Do you recognize this key?
No, I do not.
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
Tak co, vytáhneme něco z recepčního?
What now, monsieur?
Does this pass mean anything to you?
That is Monsieur Merlin's property.
That's right. Merlin the murderer. I want to see what he's left in your safe.
Impossible. I cannot betray his confidence, no matter what you say he's done.
You're making a big mistake.
Maybe. I can live with that.
Jak se tam dostaneme?
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
No, monsieur.
Do you recognize this key?
That is the property of the Hotel Ubu.
Correct.
May I ask how it found its way from the little hook to your pocket?
Would you believe it was put there by a poltergeist?
No, monsieur. The hotel is regularly serviced by an exorcist. If we had a ghost, Father Fécond would have flushed it out.
I suppose you want the key back.
Not especiellement. The room is vacant. Since you are so determined to conduct your little investigation, I won't stop you.
Dobře.
Thanks for your help, buddy.
Sakra. Musím zavolat jí Nikolu, jestli něco neví.
Bonjour, couleur.
Hi, it's George. I have the address of the killer's hotel.
If you're going to pay him a visit, take care. Remember, that guy's a professional.
Thanks. I'll be fine.
Sakra, tak to nefungovalo.
It was a magnificent old Steinway piano. I figured the lady at the keys wouldn't appreciate a duet with a musical illiterate like me. Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
Chtěl by to znovu odlákat toho recepčního, to už se asi jen tak nepovede.
I have to go, ma'am.
Yeah.
Just a minute, monsieur.
What's your problem?
No problem, if you cooperate.
What do you want?
Just a routine security check, nothing to worry yourself about.
Oh, well, all right.
Tak snad jsem teďka něco nezvoral.
You bet.
Hey, knock it off. Get off, you big ape.
Nothing, Guido. Zilch.
Our apologies, monsieur.
What? I had to report you to the authorities.
Round here, we are the authorities.
You want I should break his arms?
No. Let him go, Fleck.
Tak teďka jsem něco nezvoral, protože
The man looked like an amiable
Prohledali,
Bigfoot.
jestli se neměl toho Kanova pokoje něco vzít.
The guy looked just like a weasel.
Mhm. Sakra. Já jsem měl jít do toho sejfu a nechal ho nějak vybrakovat. To byla příležitost, to jsem promeškal do háje.
What now, monsieur?
I'd just been manhandled by a gorilla.
Yes? I do not see any signs of a gorilla.
No, not a real gorilla. It was a guy who looked like a gorilla. It happened right out front of this building.
Let me get this quite clear. Are you complaining or bragging?
I want to know what you're going to do about it. The scrawny one has a gun.
I suggest you contact the police.
Can't you do anything about them?
What goes on in the streets of Paris is hardly my responsibility.
Ještě jednou to zkusíme.
Aren't you concerned that your guests are being intimidated by gangsters?
No one else has complained, monsieur? Did they steal anything from you?
Well, no. They didn't find what they were looking for.
What was that?
I don't know. I don't think they did either.
Tě štěstí, že než to po tomhle.
Thanks for your help, buddy. Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
That gangster I told you about? He went through my pockets just now.
Good heavens! One never knows what to expect in foreign parts. Thank you for the warning, young man. I shall hide my credit cards in my underwear.
Do hája, tohle není k ničemu.
I have to go, ma'am.
Sakra. Profesor mi asi taky nic nepoví.
Hello again.
Ne, nic.
Thanks for your help. Goodbye.
Co je tam ten kan? Myslím, že ne.
The door was locked.
No, půjdeme sem. Měli jít otevřít.
The door was locked.
Jo.
The cabinet was empty, but it's...
Tak to ne. Tak zkusím ještě zajít jednou dolů. Trošku proklepnout toho recepčního.
What now, monsieur?
Ještě jednou.
Did I show you this pass?
Oui, monsieur.
Aha. To nebude chtít pustit.
Thanks for your help, buddy.
Pomůžeme?
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George!
Did I show you this photograph?
Yes, darling. He's the man I've been telling you about. That's the man who spurned me.
Do you want this key?
No, thanks.
Would you like to keep Merlin's pass as a memento?
No, darling. My broken heart is reminder enough.
I showed the pass to the
anyway.
clerk, hoping he'd give me Merlin's papers, but he wouldn't buy it. He's too scared.
I'll give him something to be scared of. Follow me, George!
To vydá.
Did you place a package from Merlin in the hotel safe?
I did, madame.
And did my friend here show you Merlin's identification?
Indeed he did, but
What's the problem?
he isn't Merlin.
A mere academic detail. Give him the package.
But that is against the law.
I happen to be a justice of the peace, you silly man. I own the law. If he tries anything, shoot him, George.
My pleasure, Lady Piermont.
One moment, please.
To vydá, výborně.
You know, I haven't enjoyed myself this much since Greenham Common.
I don't know what I would have done without you, Lady Piermont.
Voilà, monsieur. Le manuscrit de Monsieur Merlin.
Thanks.
How satisfying. An Anglo-American alliance that actually worked.
No jo.
The clerk had given me a tightly rolled sheet of parchment. I decided not to unroll it until I was safely back in Nico's apartment.
Jo, ale jestli ty gangstři vepředu šli po tomhle, tak ho nesmí mít u sebe. Ne, byl jsem.
It was the ancient manuscript which Khan had stolen from Plantar.
Hodíme ho do té uličky. Jestli nás prohledají a najdou ho, tak by nás mohli i zabít. Prostě vyle své nahoď ho dolů. Jo, jsem.
The cobbles of the alleyway looked very distant and very hard.
To teda.
I knew this was no way to treat an ancient manuscript, but I couldn't let it fall into the hands of the goons waiting outside.
To je fakt. Dobrý, je dole.
It was the rolled up manuscript waiting to be retrieved.
Tak jo, vlezem ven. A už jsem tu zase.
Hold it right there. Search him again, Flap.
Tak se snaž, Flape.
Nothing, Guido.
Okay, let him go.
Tak jo, rychle pryč.
If the manuscript was what Flap and Guido were after, they were going to be disappointed. I couldn't wait to get back to Nico's apartment and check it out.
Dobrý, dostal se o tam.
You're just not going to believe what I've found.
It's not another part of the clown's costume, is it?
It's a medieval manuscript. Khan left it in the safe at the Ubu.
It's incredible. Is this what he took from Plantark?
It could be, which means it's worth enough to kill for.
Look there, 2 guys on the same horse.
Oh yeah. Maybe they couldn't afford one each. What of it?
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar? Their official seal was an image of 2 knights sharing a horse. Whatever this manuscript means, it's connected with the Templars.
How come you know about these knights?
I learned about them while writing an article on the Crusades. This guy, named Hughes the Pagan, arrived one day at the court of King of Jerusalem. He offered to protect the Christian pilgrims from the displaced Muslim armies. The king would be able to guarantee safe transit to Christians in the Holy Land. Safer journeys meant more pilgrims, and pilgrims meant trade and wealth. The Templars proved invaluable to the king as a mercenary army. It was said that they never asked how many the enemy numbered, just where they were. And as the years went by, the Templars grew in wealth and numbers. They were so rich, even kings came to them for loans. But at the height of their power, they fell foul of the King of France. He rounded them up and turned them over to the Inquisition. Thousands of Templars were subject to torture and confessed to heresy. Of course, at the hands of the Inquisition, there wasn't much they wouldn't confess to. The last Grand Master Jacques de Molay was burned alive. But the treasure of the Knights Templar was never found.
Zajímavý.
Jeez. So the treasure is hidden, waiting to be discovered?
If there ever was a treasure, it's been lost for 600 years. Anyway, we're supposed to be investigating a serial killer, not a medieval treasure trove.
But maybe that's what the clown and his accomplices are after. Maybe this manuscript is the key.
You'd better leave it here for safekeeping. Think about it, George. One guy's already died for it, as you said yourself. Besides, that parchment is fragile.
Okay, I'm convinced. You keep hold of it.
Tak jo, takže co dál?
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Let's face it, we need help, George. Someone who knows about these things.
Who do you suggest? Indiana Jones?
I know a guy who specializes in medieval studies. His name is Lobino.
Huh. Some stuffy old fossil who gets horny over ancient relics, I suppose.
So worried. Andre isn't the stereotypical professor you have in mind.
Where can I find this Lobino guy?
At the Krön Museum. I'll give you the address.
Tak co je tam ještě dál?
There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
She reminds me of the Wicked Queen in Snow White.
She was the one who said mirror, mirror on the wall, wasn't she? She made me cry so much when I was a kid, Mom carried me out of the movie theater.
She didn't frighten me in the least.
Like I said, I was only a kid. I didn't like the crocodile in Peter Pan either. A knight with a crystal ball. Now, there's something written on the scroll beside the knight.
Yes, but it's written in Latin. Per disciplinam mea lux videbis.
By my teachings, you will see the light.
You speak Latin? Where did you learn a trick like that?
A trick? I studied law, okay? I can read Latin.
My, you're touchy. Tell me that again.
Through my teachings, you will be enlightened.
Zajímavý.
There's a guy working on a loom. He's weaving a carpet or a tapestry.
Or a duvet cover. It's a clue to a place, I reckon. Somewhere famed for weaving and ships.
Where folk live in barrels?
It beats copper boxes.
There's a guy with a sword and a bull.
The only mythological bull I know of is the Minotaur, but he was only half bull.
I don't think I'd like to be half a bull, even if it was the bottom half.
What's that object between them?
It looks like a gem on top of a tripod. There's a woman, look, but the reflect...
Ještě něco?
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Co se ještě chybí?
There's a woman, but the reflection has... The night scroll bears a through my teaching. There's a guy working on a loom. There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod. Maybe I'll check out the Kroon Museum.
I'm sure you'll find it useful, George.
Další achievement, paráda. Zkusíme budoucnost.
Hello, my handsome friend.
Ne, nejde to.
See you later.
That's right, monsieur. You will.
Tak tohle máme. A tady. Zajdeme do muzea Kroony.
Access to the side and rear of the museum building was blocked by a dense clump of bushes. A real macho guy would have plunged straight into the spiky, scratchy bushes. Not me. Through the grimy glass, I could see several large shapes in a gloomy room. What they were, I couldn't imagine. I considered smashing my fist through the pane, wrenching open the window, and vaulting triumphantly into the building. Then I thought, no, that's dumb. Besides, I might get hurt.
Se podíváme do té budovy, co tam je. Hlídač. Tak jo, jsme teda v muzeu v Kroony. Podíváme se, co tady je. Musíme najít toho historika Andreho.
The attendant had an air of self-importance and the kind of steely eyes that never seemed to blink. Pardon me.
Oui, monsieur?
Are you Lobineau?
Oh, no. Fancy you mistaking me for him. No. I am the deputy custodian.
But Lobineau does work here.
Work? I wouldn't go so far as to call it that. He studies here most days, but as you can see for yourself, not today.
No kde pak teda je?
Do you know anything about the Knights of the Temple?
No, sir. Not a sausage.
A hlídač ten toho vidět moc nebude.
Do you know anything about medieval manuscripts?
Not me, monsieur. I am no scholar, although people often mistake me for one. It is the uniform, I guess. They see the clothes. They are impressed.
And they ask you to park their cars?
They ask me to park the... No. They assume I am an authority on the exhibits in my care.
Whereas you know next to nothing about history.
Of course not. All I am saying is, I am no scholar. Not like Monsieur Lobineau.
Thanks for your help.
Tak co tu máme?
It was a statue from ancient Egypt. Those old civilizations sure could teach us a few things about art and beauty. The statue didn't deserve to be mauled by a Philistine like me. It was a tapestry of a lady, a lion, and a unicorn. If I'd had more time, I could have stared at it all day. Touching an object as rare and beautiful as that would have been the act of a barbarian. The totem pole looked distinctly out of place in the setting of the museum.
Watch out! You'll have that down on top of us!
It was an ancient Egyptian sarcophagus with a beautifully painted effigy of its owner on the lid.
Leave it alone. That closet is over 3,000 years old.
Closet? It's a sarcophagus. It was a stone carving from ancient Egypt. I was no desecrator of tombs.
Si prohráme ty vitríny.
The case contained a collection of rocks. They were all shapes and colors, but they were still rocks. Above them, a sign read, L'âge paléolithique. I tried to sneak my hand inside while the guard wasn't looking, but the case was locked. A metal rod attached to the wall was connected to the window. The rod turned smoothly, and the window above me opened.
Jo, dobrý, ať se nedíval, takže pohoda.
The case contained some fragments of pottery. They looked to me like broken flower pots. Above them, a sign read, L'âge paléolithique. I tried to sneak my hand inside. I tried to raise the glass cover of the case, but it didn't budge.
Tak jasný, že bude zamčený.
The case contained 2 rows of silver coins. Each coin on the lower row showed a portrait of a guy with a huge nose. I looked down at a collection of tools with wooden handles and tarnished metal blades. There were knives, chisels, and spikes fanned out in a semicircle. I guess there's always been a need for home improvement. It was a large brass urn. Pardon me.
Oui, monsieur?
What can you tell me about the collection of coins?
A rare example of silver coinage from the reign of Philippe le Bel. That little old lay buried for centuries in a field on the outskirts of Paris. They're unique. Nothing like them has been found anywhere else in Europe.
Who was Philippe le Bel?
You don't know? Philippe IV, the King of France.
Wasn't he the guy who wiped out the Knights Templar?
I have no idea, monsieur. All I know is he was King of France. I don't even know why he was called Philippe le Bel.
What can you tell me about the collection of pottery?
Those are remains of pots used by the original inhabitants of Paris. The Paris pot people.
When did they move out?
15,000 years ago, monsieur. Vanished in the mists of time. Didn't even have time to pack up their pots.
Thanks for your help.
No, vida, to je nožka.
In the case was a spindly tripod, blackened with age and pitted with rust. It was identical to the tripod pictured on the manuscript. A notice identified it as 15th century from Western Ireland. It had been found in Loch Marne at the site of a Knights Templar preceptory. Ireland!
What's that?
This tripod was found in Ireland.
I will have to ask you to keep your voice down.
I'm sorry, I was excited. As I reached toward the display case, a shrill piping filled the air. I froze, then tried to get myself together and act nonchalantly.
Hey, no! No, monsieur. No.
What's wrong?
You must not handle the exhibits.
I'm sorry. Pardon me.
Oui, monsieur?
Can you give me any further information about the tripod?
Certainly, monsieur. It's infamous. That tripod That belonged to John D.
To kecá určitě. No
Thanks
tohle je...
for your help. Pardon me.
Oui, monsieur?
What's the importance of John Dee's tripod?
Dee was the most famous escapologist of the 16th century, the Houdini of his time.
Don't you mean alchemist? Escapologists use ropes, chains, and handcuffs, not tripods.
But whatever he was, that is the tripod he used in his experiments.
What kind of experiments did John Dee perform with his tripod?
Oh, the usual. Didn't you study chemistry at school?
Yeah, but we skipped over thaumatology. Can I take a closer look at the tripod?
What? Get it out of the case? Ah, no! That tripod is protected by a sophisticated surveillance system.
How sophisticated?
A painfully loud alarm bell.
How is the alarm bell triggered?
By the slightest pressure on or movement of any part of the case wherein that tripod is situated.
It strikes me that to call your alarm system sophisticated is, well, stretching the truth a little.
It has never failed yet. The sophistication is in its simplicity.
The sign on the tripod says it was found at a Templar preceptory.
It does?
Yeah. It doesn't mention John Dee at all.
Most remiss.
You don't know anything about the tripod, do you?
No, I don't. I never had much of a start in life, you see. I owe what little education I gained to my uncle. He was an optician, but he also doubled as the village school teacher. He taught me the alphabet. Wait, 19 letters of it. The bottom row of the chart was too small even for him to read, so he left them out.
Why don't you start over and enroll for adult education?
You know, I never thought of that. Do you see? If I studied art and did all my homework,
To je těžko.
I could be a professor of history.
At your age? Dream on. I thought the original inhabitants of Paris were a tribe known as the Parisi.
That is right, monsieur. Renowned for their pots. You see, in those days, people didn't have much in the way of possessions. A few flints, some animal skins, maybe the odd bone or two. Naturally, when the Parisi came along with their pots, why, everybody wanted one.
I guess they must have caused a kind of consumer frenzy.
Yeah, oui, they conned the market, cleaned up.
Ten si dobře vymýšlí teda.
You don't know the first thing about those pots, do you?
No, monsieur.
No, hurá.
Thanks for your help.
Tak tady už nic nepořídíme.
The tripod was definitely the one on the manuscript. The Templar connection confirmed it. I was tempted to go to Ireland to check it out.
Tak vyrazíme asi do Irska. Jo, letiště. Ale poletíme do Irska. No a jsme v Irsku. V Lochmarn.
Several hours later, I arrived in Ireland, the Emerald Isle. I'd been lucky to get a bus from Dublin to the tiny village of Lochmarn. On the way out, the driver told me there was only one service a day.
No hezký to. Takže ta autobusta nebude stavět často. Tak jo, takže jsme úspěšně dorazili do Irska a tím zakončili jednu kapitolu ve Francii. A já si myslím, že to bude nejlepší tady skončit. Takže děkuju vám všem, kdo jste video zvládli sledovat až do konce. Pokud se vám video líbilo, lajkujte, sdílejte, komentujte. A pokud se vám líbí moje tvorba a chtěli byste mě podpořit a sledovat aktuální videa, hoďte na kanál odběr a zvoneček, ať vám nic neuteče. Od mikráku vás zdraví Hlavster. Díky za pozornost a naschle u dalšího videa.